We're breaking down another dance today, and this time it's going to be to Ten's performance film. Y'all know Ten is an amazing dancer, amazing performer, so I have to break it down. There's two sections, both of them have different feels to them, so I want to highlight some of my favorite moments while breaking it down at the same time. So let's go and roll it. Don't forget to subscribe, and let's go, baby. I remember watching this video for the first time. I got jump scared. That's all I'm saying. Prepare. And I like how they kind of make this eerie with the sound effects and shit. Damn, looking right back at you, bro. So with the water section, pay attention to a lot of the moves. It's gonna be very flowy, as if like it's one entire combo. Love that part right there. What I really like and appreciate about this section is that the transitional movements between the entire choreo is so seamless that it does feel like one entire combo. He uses his chest and shoulders really well, and he's really fully extending out his moves to make the moves bigger. Especially that part with the shoulders, you got the footwork there. And he hits that with the guitar. That was sick. Alright, so we're actually going to go back to that entire thing, and I kind of just want to point out certain things that I think makes this section more flowy and less combo based. The reason why I say that this is flowy, it might just be intentional with the song title, which is Water. Because the choreo feels flowy, I feel like that's what it is, and it kind of resembles water when water just flows. But yeah. I don't know if that's like, if that was intended, but that's how I see it. So pay attention to his patience as well. So like specifically this part where he hits out with his right hand or right arm and the music disappears a little bit and he hits that bass. He's fully extending not only that arm, but he's also falling with his head, so that way the move looks bigger. It's a cold night, look at the stars, words can't explain. Especially that part, I love the patience on that. So you have to be patient with that type of move. Because the music actually goes away, you have to hit the bass on the right timing. I actually want to go back to this specific section right here, right after the bass. They actually hit this like footwork combo right after, I think. Yeah, it's not like a really footwork combo, but it's just what it does. It's like it flows right into that next set of moves, that it doesn't seem like the choreo is choppy. And what I like about this is that he's just really loose with his entire body, kind of like his limbs, right? He uses his head a lot to make the moves look bigger. What I like about that move right there is he kind of hits these, he kind of gives us contrast of going from flowy to something that's like strong. And he kind of hits these like flat table things right after. But I'm just gonna rewind to it so you guys can see it. Like right at this part right here, after this part. Hit those like little bass noises in the back. And what I'm going to point out too is his footwork. So along with his dancers, they're actually not so grounded. They're actually really quick on their feet, but it's not forced, is what I'm trying to point out. Is it's almost like they have planned out the footwork so well that when they do each move for the footwork and connects, like when the parts connect, it's almost natural so that it doesn't look choppy. Which is why I think the song title actually really matches the way that the choreo is choreographed, which I think is intentional. Especially this part, I love this part. It just goes all the way through. And then they end it with the guitar combo. I love this part right here where he says water, water, and then it just goes all the way through. He uses a lot of his shoulders and then his chest, and then he kind of goes into this footwork combo, and then he hits water, water with more of a sticking motion, like stick, stick, and then goes back into flowy, or like, yeah, being flowy and fluid with it. Love that. Can you please be my water, water, water? It's just so seamless and just very effortless. And I think that's what it is too. A lot of the moves that he did in this section, and a lot of the, yeah, I guess a lot of the choreo in this section along with his dancers was just so natural that it doesn't seem forced. Like his acting, bro. Goes into that like, ooh, just goes into that swimming pool area. Follows those footsteps. But I want to preface with this next section. This next section is actually a lot more sharp, a lot more precise. And it's going to be more on like the cool, suave guy type feel. Because it's, again, it's two different songs, right? So now this section is actually going to give us a contrast of that first section. And you'll notice it just by the way that it's choreographed as well. And I think what I like about this section too is that you can see the breathing from the dancers along with Ten. And what's cool is that he has mini sections with several dancers to kind of give us like staging, right? So I like the staging because he's gonna move around with the camera to have mini sections with the dancers. And again, the reason why I think they have this part is to give off that suave, cool guy dude. Like, I like that because it's giving that character. You can tell right away too, right when he walks in the first frame. But then you have the staging of him splitting up with several dancers to have little partner sections to kind of give off like, oh, he's that guy. He's that suave, smooth guy. Yeah. So this small section right here where he kind of hits the falsetto, I like this because it's choreographed to match the way he sings. So he really extends those arms to really make the movement bigger, and then he's gonna do footwork to actually match the way that he's singing as well within that part. Just comes when you're with me, baby. I never thought that you fall in love with me. Yeah, fall in love with me, and you see if you notice the like footwork actually following it. Don't take the information if you don't hear nothing. Love this part. The way that you can see the breathing for that section. Whoever was in charge of the lighting, the editing of this part of the video, just did such a good job because you can just. It's such a different aura in the way that you can just see the breathing. It's just so good. So you can tell that this is a lot more footwork based. And there's a lot more stick, 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 combo, combo, combo. Whereas Water was more, we flow through the entire choreo. With this wide shot and going back into like the close-up shots, I think there was a polyrhythm combo in there. And what a polyrhythm is basically you're doing two things at once. Like imagine multitasking and dance, you're kind of doing something like this. To describe it even better, or hopefully if it helps, there's one constant motion that you're doing while you're doing a combo at the same time, which is what the multitasking is. And we're just gonna go back to that part just to show it. So the footwork is the constant motion while their hands are actually the combo. Boom, 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 and boom. Yeah. And what I like, oh my god, I forgot about the hip part. What I like about this choreography is that the choreo has them dancing above their heads. Normally with dances, I only see moves that are down here, and it's never really extending up like above your head. And I think a lot of times as dancers, we forget that this space exists above here, like up here. When I saw this section, you're gonna see a lot of the times that there are moves where they actually do stuff up here, which means they're making use of the space that they have. Just like that part right there, look at that. And the cool thing is that they have quick combos, but they go back into these like slow moments exactly like this with the camera work. Especially this part right here, right? Hitting the snares, and you can see that it was just more based on strength, because you want to make sure that you can let the audience know that they can hear that snare. So in this case, that last set of moves, they're hitting that snare in a way where you can really hear it. Boom, boom, boom. I love that. Damn, man, Ten is such a good dancer, bro. If y'all like Ten, let me know in the comments down below. He's an amazing performer, amazing dancer, and I love how both sections had their contrasts, but also their similarities within the moves. Yeah, other than that, I'm gonna go and break down his other dance practices real soon. Go and subscribe. I'm out. Peace.